there. Thanks for joining us today. We want to tell you about our upstate New York experience. We got into waterfall overload. It was so gorgeous. We had high expectations, but we certainly weren't disappointed.
No, from the outset, the crossing of Lake Champlain was a great start. We looked at the map to decide, or try to decide, if we should go around the lake or across the lake, and for the nominal cost, I think it was like $21 to go across the lake.
Yeah, there were bridges, but they were both way to the north and way to the south. You'd be surprised how big that lake is.
Yeah, huge.
So we were able to go across, take about a 15-minute ride.
And the ride was wonderful. The people at the ferry crossing were very friendly, very accommodating, and taking an RV across was just a normal thing for them. The ferries were really nice. The ride across, we got to see some sights and got the feel of being on Lake Champlain that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
So went on to High Falls Gorge, which is a private attraction, but a very reasonably priced and actually quite beautiful.
Yeah, High Falls was definitely a high spot, no pun intended. The gorge was beautiful, the falls were nice. The hike down the canyon with the walkways that have been prepared was very, very nice.
So we stayed that night. We stayed then for several days at Whiteface Mountain KOA, which was one of our favorite camping places.
Yeah, that KOA was just out of sight. The icing on the cake was Flume Falls, which is adjacent to the campground. And so we could hike from our campsite over to Flume Falls, and we did that in an evening, and we did it the next day, and it was extremely beautiful. And some of the scenes, some of the people in the campsite had hiked over with their children, and the kids were swimming out in the stream, and it was a scene out of the early 1900s where you've got the old swimming hole, and the kids are playing down.
They were jumping off the cliffs, which was a little scary, but they were doing it. So from there, we went over to the Finger Lakes. Now, that, I would say, exceeded our expectations.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah. So Larry had seen a spot on the map that he wanted to go to.
It was called Taughannock Falls, and it was one of those things that you just don't know till you get there. We'd heard some really nice things about it. But the moment that we parked the RV, and they had very nice RV parking, if you go there, I suggest that you kind of follow the track that we did, and you go to the top of the falls. There's a little visitor center there. There's very nice RV parking, and you can walk across the road in the parking lot, and it's like the falls just open up. One of the most classic falls gorges that you'll ever see. Barbi and I are here at Taughannock Falls on the Finger Lakes in upstate New York. I got to tell you, we were surprised by upstate New York. It's amazingly beautiful. Got some of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen. And the one behind is north section.
Everywhere you turn, there's waterfalls. They keep telling us, you got to go see this waterfall, that waterfall. So it's a gorgeous part of the country, and the Finger Lakes are just amazing.
Hi, Barbi and I are here in Chicago Falls in Montour Falls, New York. This falls and a little town have been used, and we understand, in more than one Hallmark movie. And so we came to see how beautiful it might be in person, and we have not been disappointed. So we're glad you're here with us, and we'll see you later.
It's a surprising little side trip, so we recommend it.
Bye now.
Now the highlight was Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Watkins Glen, no matter how long I talk or how many adjectives I use, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to describe Watkins Glen. Crowded is an apt...
Again, we were there on the weekend.
Yeah, made that mistake. If I lived there, I would be a daily visitor to Watkins Glen.
Family in upstate New York that I had not seen in decades and decades. So one of my things on this trip was I wanted to be able to hook up with them, my cousins. There was some of my cousins. So we were trying to figure out how we were going to get together, and they suggested we go to Letchworth State Park and meet up there. And so they graciously came over and met us there, and sort of gave us a tour of the park. There were several waterfalls there. We had lunch there at a really nice spot right there near, I guess that was Upper Falls. And so that was really a very pleasant activity and a beautiful one to go. And that was kind of on our way to what will be our next stop.
Yeah.
And that's Niagara Falls.
Right, and so we hope to bring you some sights and sounds and images from Niagara Falls that you'll really enjoy.
But hope you have enjoyed our tour of upstate New York and the waterfalls we encountered there. The gorgeous, gorgeous country. And until next time, make the best of every day.
We'll see you soon.